Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so obviously, we're gonna be doing episode 13. This episode is very heavy. I literally just finished watching the whole episode, and I can just say that happens. But yeah, let's just jump in. The episode itself, very cute. Started off very cute. But we all knew that it wasn't going to be cute for long. We all knew that this was the episode that we were going to get to know what was wrong with mom, right? We already knew what was going to be wrong with mom, but this one was the one that was like, this is X, Y, and Z. What's wrong with her? Honestly, they did it pretty heartbreakingly. Um, I literally just finished watching it like a minute ago, and I'm still like processing it because there was again, it started off really cute. They were just in this like cutesy relationship, and we got that they just stayed over. They had a heavy makeout in the previous episode. The previous episode, we got his like love bomb confession. I love everything about you confession, and he listed everything out. So this is like the morning after, right? They're still in this beautiful bubble, and it really sucks that it's gonna burst in a little bit. But we all knew what was going to happen, right? But before we get to the sad stuff, one of the scenes that I thought was cute, it was adorable, it was really funny actually, was when his friend, which you know that I suck at names, comes out. Well, first of all, when they actually show them sleeping, that's pretty good. Here. Let me see if I can find the exact freeze frame that I liked. Okay, so we got this cute little moment, right? He just got up, whatever. Okay. And then the next freeze frame that we have is just one of the friends holding the other one's foot, which I thought was great. Come on. That's beautiful. And we all know, Pooh, or whatever. We know that he likes our baby. Ew. So it's funny that he gets caught in this position, but then when it comes to the next scene, he's trying to be all cool in the kitchen, like, like, just stop, please, just stop. Like, I know he was trying to like make some conversation happen between the two, because obviously, he likes him, but he knows that they're together, so it's kind of like, stop. That's your friend's boyfriend now. And even when I guess when he puts in the eggs, it it splatters, right, some of the oil. So he's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And that's when Santa comes in. That's when Cake comes in, and it's like, "Buddy, boyfriend here, go away." That was another funny scene because it shows that he got jealous. I mean, we already knew he got jealous, but it's funny to see him in this context. It's in his own apartment or dorm room. Um, it's with his two close friends. Well, close is too much of a word because they just met. Um, but it's with his friends, and he's still like, "I'm watching you." Yeah, this little cute scene here. I don't know if I put it in the right moment, but they're being on cue. The friend is like over there, like, "Okay, continue. I wanted to see more." Which, let's be honest, all of us, all of us are him right now. See, I was kind of enjoying the moment. It was good. I really, really enjoyed that scene. Again, it's one of the last few scenes where they're happy because the rest of the episode, Wow, it was something. I think this is gonna be probably the smallest review that you'll probably see in this channel, because the rest of the episode is so sad, and there's I don't want to take it too long, because although it wasn't, my mom's situation, I did go through this situation, and unfortunately, they're no longer in this earth. Um, and going through that is awful. Um, you try to be strong, and you're like, you know what, everything's gonna be okay, everyone's gonna be fine, we're all gonna be okay. We just need to, as the doctor said, you need to be emotionally ready for it, or like you need to have a really big strong emotional support system, because if you don't, it's rough, man. It's rough. And I like that you has, his two siblings. He has Cake. He has Cake's mom, let's be honest. That's like his second mom. He has Cake's little sister as well. She's not always there, but we know she's there. He has his friends. So I like that he does have this system, right? And you could see that. Everybody's like taking turns and whatnot. Um, but there's this one particular scene. I'm not gonna talk about how he found her. That was really sad. I liked that the brother, which I always forget his name, Prem. Let's call him Prem. The brother and sister do come to the hospital, obviously, because they have to be there. And they are together. They're in the the doctor's room with him. I like that. That they did show that, because at least it shows that they're all together in it. Okay, fine. Before we get to the actual sad stuff, let's talk about this little cute scene, because I honestly kind of sort of forgot about it. How could I, right? No, but this scene was really cute. It does show how like they're in this like honeymoon cutesy phase. Like they're just, playing and being all adorable and enjoying their moment. And I love that for them. Like honestly, if I don't know about now in the current time, but I know that probably Santa did enjoy this scene. I'm just saying. Because Earth is like so adorable, and he just got to just kiss him all over. Like, come on. Come on. He's adorable, and I can't. They're both adorable. I really, really like this scene. That was good, because after this, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. They did good. They did great. They did amazing. They made me cry. Of course they did good. But there's another reason why they made me cry. And I'll explain. You know what? I like the scene that they're in the doctor, back to that point that I was trying to explain earlier. I like this particular scene because he gives it to them straight. There is no sugarcoating. There is no if, ands, or buts. It's what it is. Like, this is what I found. This is what's going to happen. We have two options. One is more painful, more longer than the other. But honestly, ultimately, it depends on how she will be able to handle it. Because even if they want to go for surgery, she might not be able to handle it. That might make it worse. Or if they opt out of the surgery from the beginning, then it's more about making her comfortable and making her like okay, right? So I like that the doctor was straightforward with that situation. I liked how this particular scene is very mature. I really, really did enjoy it. And again, he made a point where you have to have a strong emotional support system, because it's gonna be rough. And honestly, it is rough. And they really did great in explaining that. They did great in showing that, because we see like after this they do chat a little. Yes, you cry. He does cry. And we can also see that Cake isn't really sure what he's gonna like, what to say, what to do. And you can see it's kind of awkward, like he's also shocked by the situation, but he's ultimately there to give like some support. So it's kind of like great in seeing this. But it's such a heavy scene, and I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following all my reactions, but I have followed Earth since oh, what's the name of it? The one that he did with Fluke. Until we meet again. Sorry. I know Between Us is out, and I am gonna be reacting to that episode next, so please stay tuned. But I've been watching him since that series, and the opening series to that drama is awful in the sense that it destroyed me when I saw it. And Earth and Gun at the Pun, and who's my other one that I can't, and War, I can't see them cry. And I think there's like one or two other ones that I honestly can't see cry, because if I see them cry, I cry because I love them so much. And it's kind of like, and Sang is a big one. Oh my gosh, we'll get to that. I still have War of Why story 1 to recap you guys and what I thought. Stay tuned for that as well. But when I saw this scene and he cried, and it was like but he did really, really good. He is such a really good emotional actor. Like, he does those like scenes that just like make your gut just like clench, and it's like, oh my god, that just hurts. He did a really, 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 really great job. I am so proud of him, because I know he did a really good job in Until We Meet Again, but in this one, that particular scene, like for the rest of the episode, it's like just emotional, and the fact that he's able to like hold it, like that same emotion throughout the whole rest of the episode, was, he did such a great job. The next scene that I want to say was like one of the hardest ones for me, myself personally, to watch, is when Mom is essentially saying goodbye. And that's just, it's an emotional scene in general. And if you didn't cry for that, or if you don't feel anything, wow, please talk to someone, because wow, like, or maybe not, maybe you're fine, maybe you're just not into the character or whatever, or it just didn't do it for you. But trust me, I cried so hard. You can't tell, but I was really red earlier. And like my eyes are like semi-baggy right now because I was crying. Like, come and tell me that this particular scene is not just gut-wrenching, okay? This is the first time that Mom has gotten up and they've like talked to her, but it's after this. It's after this where it's like, you know, they've been in the hospital for a little bit. Mom is in and out. She's talked to, you know, brother and sister already. Now it's time to talk to you. And I like the way they did it as well. Honestly, they did a really good job in this scene. Honestly, it was probably one of the heaviest ones for myself to get through, because as I mentioned, although it wasn't my mom, thankfully, you know, I do still have her with me, but saying goodbye to someone is awful. Not being able to say goodbye to someone as well is awful. They're awful for different reasons, but you're still so emotionally in there that it's pretty hard to be able to rein in the emotion, not cry, tell yourself that you're okay, show that you're okay, but in the inside you were just not, you were a mess. And I liked how they did this. You know, she wanted to talk to him one-on-one, just like she did to her other two kids. But I like that she really did it with Cake there as well. And I don't think we ever actually talk about him being gay with her. Not that I remember. I mean, if there is a particular scene, please let me know, because I don't remember one. But even as she's essentially saying goodbye, and she's talking to her son. Cake is essentially her other son, you know, like they've both both of their moms are friends, best friends. They've seen them grow, and for her to have that conversation with, you know, next to Cake, because she knows Cake is going to be such a big strong support system for him, I thought was really beautiful. And I like that she sees that they're so important to each other that probably talking to you would have been effective, but talking to them both at the same time was really, really beautiful. And again, goodbyes are never great. Um, Even if it's just moving away, goodbyes are never great. But the way they did it, although emotional, they did such a great job at building up that scene that I really thoroughly enjoyed watching it. While I was bawling my eyes out, but you know, because come on, come on. And I mean, I know that sis and friend had a moment. They were cute. We knew something was gonna happen there because she rejected him last time because he was too young, and I was like, all right. But that's for another. That's for episode, the last episode. They did a good job in that scene too. I feel like it was a nice break from the emotional atmosphere to have them be like having this like conversation on the side. I thought was nice to have, honestly. And I know that the last heartbreaking scene that everybody's been talking about, because I unfortunately saw a like 2 second clip, because as soon as I realized it was about this episode, I was like, nope, because I hadn't seen it yet. But this scene also done really, really well. It was beautiful. He, you know what I like about it is that Cake is trying to get closer to him. And he doesn't like initiate like a full hug, like it's a back hug. It's more reassuring. It's more like everything is gonna be okay, although we know it isn't. She'll be okay. We know she won't. Um, but the fact that he is literally just like petting his head, I mean, like everything will be okay because I'm with you. You know, was so pretty. I mean, like the whole scene itself is so, the composition of it is so beautiful to see. I know I keep saying beautiful, but it's like it's so nice to see. They didn't overdo it. They didn't make it like, oh, they're being cute or whatever. No, like it's like honestly very realistic. And I really enjoy that they're doing it this way because it is nicer for not only the viewer but for the story itself. It's nicer to take in, you know? And there's a sentence that he says there. Sa'il literally goes, I want to have her for the rest of my life. And Cake is like, well, you'll have me for the rest of your life. And it was just like, what's going on here? Like, I bawled, okay? I couldn't. I was like, that is so true. Because we all know the inevitable is happening, and she already said her words to all of them. And the last one that says, the last message that we get is between best friends. And that's, you know, his mom, Il's mom and Cake's mom. And they have this, like, friend conversation. And that one also. That one killed me the most. I'm not gonna cry. Okay. See, I'm telling you, no. We're not gonna cry. But that one killed me the most. Honestly, because it's almost the equivalent of saying goodbye to your sister. Your kids is one thing, your siblings are another, and your parent is another, right? But these two have been so close for forever, and their goodbye, while they're just like crying and saying, you know, we'll be okay, we're just gonna drink one more time, we're gonna go back home, we're gonna cook, we're gonna do all these things together, don't worry about it, I'm gonna wait for you. Come on, why would you do that to me? Like, just the fact that they literally reminisce about what, like, how they would be the two last old ladies drinking and like cooking. It's one of the saddest things that I've seen in a while. And I'm talking about before I saw War of Y, because that one destroyed me as well. Um, this is just, they did, these two did such a great job. I can't. And it's essentially, it was mom telling Cake's mom, please take care of my babies. I know you will. And I am okay. I am okay with the fact that they still have you. And I was like, killed me. Please, please stop it, okay? Overall, this episode, it was heavy, man. It was heavy. It was really heavy. I still enjoyed how they did it, though. They did such a good job. What's coming next? We know what's coming next, you know? But we'll see, because apparently that's coming to the picture. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It was really good. Great. I'd give it an A+. In terms of the topic, it's an A+, because they did really good. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't too emotional. It was just very realistic, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it, and I hope that you guys also enjoyed it. I didn't put too many clips in, honestly, because again, it's just so heavy. It's a lot of people crying, because that is what happens when you get this type of news. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully in the next one we'll get more lighthearted moments. But unfortunately, although there's gonna be cute moments, it's a lot of sadness right now. Hopefully, like I said, it'll get a little more upbeat. Because they can't end it in a sad note. I don't think. I don't want them to. But that was the episode. Overall, I give it an A+, honestly. And mostly because of Earth. Because his acting just destroyed me. And I can't handle it anymore. No, but honestly, he did such a great job. And the fact that, like, Saints also did a great job. As a supportive role that he's supposed to have at this moment, he did a really good job as well. But Earth, man, whenever he cries, I can't. Whenever he cries, it just does me in. Just like Gunn. Oh, Gunn always gets me. That man always gets me. I can't with him. But with that being said, oh my gosh, I look crazy. It's okay. Who cares, right? I'm gonna leave this reaction here. I told you it's probably one of the shortest ones that you'll get in a while. I'm gonna jump into another series in a bit, so hopefully you guys are seeing this on Monday. If not, sorry. But no, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys do come back for the next episode. It's the final episode, and then we're done with this journey, and we can continue to other ones, because there's a long list. Trust me, there's a list, guys. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you have something that you want me to react to, look into, please let me know. I did find, I think, like 4 or 5 new ones. I have the list somewhere. I have no idea where I put it, but I have to find it. And yeah, I will leave you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah. And remember, as always, you're more than welcome to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe. You do not have to, but you're more than welcome to do any or none of the above. That is completely up to you. But hopefully you do decide to subscribe, or just stick around, so you don't miss the next and final episode, and any of the other very beautiful dramas that I am going to be put in to my reaction schedule. So until then, oh, and also a reminder, this was the last weekend that I was full, so more reactions are on the way. Hopefully you guys stick around and come on this journey with me. And until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.